Welcome back to the stream. I need to honestly start teching up. But what did we do last time? Let me reacquaint myself with where we were. So I know we did all that. Man, that looks... I haven't actually looked at this room up here. But this looks crazy. Look at that. That is crazy. That is so long. This is kind of insane to me for a starter factory. I like it though. I think it's pretty cool. But there's a... you know, we still got stuff to do, right? So let's kind of figure out that... let's look at milestones, right? Because I think milestones are the goal, right? You see phase 2 objective, but there's a few more things that I want to do, right? I want to get these power towers. I think they're super cool. So we need to do that. Batteries are going to be pretty sick. Yeah, so, I mean, hypertubes are kind of cool, but you can see there's like other stuff we need to kind of, man, I don't know. It's like a cascade of things we need to do, right? So first things first, we can either, and I think we have to do this, right? But let me just kind of list out all the stuff I want to do. And to do that, I'm going to make a little note here. All right, so, what is it? It's H1, right? So if I do like the header, right? For those of you that know HTML. Does that work? Okay, so like what to do? How's that look? That's just terrible. Okay. All right, forget that. First, we need to get power up. Big ups, right? Then move steel over to starter base. Okay. Then, well, actually, I guess before that, right? We need to set up assembler line for things like mod, frames, rotors. We'll do that, right? And then move steel over. That's a pretty full list, honestly. It's so small too. Okay, let's go look at the power. Oh, you know what? Actually, because I automated a lot of that stuff over there, I had this. Oh, nice. I had these containers over here that were they're like all full of stuff, but I'm producing all of this already. Except for these, I might not do that. But like, I had this thing. I have full copper sheets. I have. Well, not rotors, so I'll save these two, and then just sync all this stuff right over here. Right, this handy dandy sync. And you know what? Let's actually get some of these coupons because I want to unlock some stuff. I gotta like craft some stuff. So hold on, let's do this real quick. Let's make. Nope, this is not what I want. That's the MAM. Let's take these tickets. You know what? Let's just store that for now. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we can get because I know I have some. I mean, signs are. That's 15. Anything I need here? Clean pipes. Outlets. Outlets are good. But you know what? Let's get inverted ramps. Maybe inverted corners. I don't really quite need corner ramps, right? I don't know if I need quarter pipes just yet. Walls, I want those. I want tilted walls. I want gates, windows, ramp walls. What does this come out to? 29? Dang. Okay, okay, hold on. Let's be strategic here. Maybe I don't need corner ramps. I'll keep inverted ramps. Ramp wall. You know what? Maybe I won't. Because we're not going to get too crazy with that. Because I want roofs. Ooh, road barriers. Roofs. 26. Okay, so I've... Was that 6 more? What can I get for 6? Stairs, frame pillar, maybe? Some of those. Wall material. I mean, we're not getting too crazy with the decor yet. So coffee cup. Yeah, you never want to buy this stuff. This is just crazy to get. Because there's nothing on here that I can't already make on my own. So there's no reason to spend a super expensive ticket on it. Do I just say... Oh, but I want some sign. You know what? Let's at least get this. There we go. Look at that. 31 tickets. Man. The ramp bundle, though, is something I specifically wanted because we have this area over here that I've been wanting to close up. I need to start working on this left side, too. The left side is going to be just like the right side. But what do I got? I've got 1, 2, 3. I have what? 8 more things over here. What do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 3 left. So we'll see if those can get filled up. Then I have all these to go with. Okay, so first thing is first, right? I hope that volume's not too crazy, huh? You should be able to hear me over the game sounds. Let's see. Okay, so power pole. We are close. We've got about, what is that? 113.7. This capacity, I think, is including the biomass burners I have up there that are not running. So let's go. Oh, you know what? Oh, so much stuff. I wish you could just kind of make it all go away at once. Okay. So this is where I wanted those walls, honestly. Right in here. So let's get... Are these 2 meter? Yeah. Are there half walls? 1 or 4 meter walls? That's... Well, can I just like... Do I have to put 1 meter walls in? How's that look? Oh, that's not the worst, I guess. Okay. So we're going to need, for sure, 4 of those. No. Yes? 1, 2, 3. I think 4. I think 4 of these. And I mean a bunch of pipes and water extractors. I'm going to need some rotors. Go to my little rotor factory over here. I'm also going to need some encased industrials. The portable miners are going to be kind of a pain. Oh, I'm going to have to hand make some modular frames too. Oh boy. This is the fun part, huh? This is done. Let's do that. And then let's get... I'm just making this kind of gross for now, because it's not that big a deal. The sound is just a little bit loud for me. I don't know how that sounds for you guys. If it's too loud, let me know. If it's not loud enough, let me know. All right. How many encased industrial beams can I even make? Okay, so plenty of those. Modular frames. And this is... See, it's all like... It all kind of comes around. Can I not make modular frames? Am I blind? Modular frames. Okay. It all kind of comes back around, right? Because I could spend the time to automate this, right? Or replace 2 of them. Yeah, it all makes sense, right? But I need the power overhead. So hopefully this is the last time that I'm handcrafting most of this stuff, because rotors and modular frames are they're the last kind of assembler things I think we need to make, and then we move into motors, stators. Well, I think stators, and then eventually that goes to motors, and that's the last of the assembler stuff, right? But so if I could get the power done, and we'll kind of go through the power station because we didn't really do that in the last stream. And obviously this isn't like a video series. It's just kind of people can watch the VODs if they want. So we'll do like a quick little power station tour just to kind of check that out. I like to make a little bit more, by the way, than I actually need. We'll make like 5 extra. There we go. All right, and then we'll make encased industrial beams. So we'll, with the power, right, we'll basically be doubling our power. So we'll get up to about 2200. And even then, eventually we're going to run compacted coal, I think, until we get into oil and all that. But we still have a ways to go, right? And then I still need to complete phase 2, right, which is automating all that stuff. So still quite a bit of things to do. And, you know, doing them in a couple hour segments, it'll take a little bit, right? But I think it's fine. It'll work out. And it's been a while since I've even gotten this far in this game. Like I said, I haven't played this truly since like update 4, update 5 maybe. I don't even remember, honestly. Let's see. We can make 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can make them all. I'll just make them all. So yeah, it'll take a bit. If I need more room, I'll just get rid of this stuff because this is automated. But you can see like quick wire, quartz. That's all stuff that I also still need to incorporate into the starter base, right? I mean, you wouldn't normally, but because it's all so close, like it's kind of crazy to not almost, you know? And look, I'm not even, like I said, I'm not even using these 2 iron lines. So we may be, yeah, you know, those might get utilized for steel, or at least one of them will. I've got the pure coal somewhere over there. That will get used for steel. It's getting used for steel right now, but it's going over that way, right? That's that infrastructure right there. So that will just reroute over here. One of those pure iron will also run over there. I think that's pure also. Let's go check it, because I mean, I guess I'm just sidetracking myself, but I'm just, as I'm curious about something, I want to just do it, you know? All right, what do we got? Pure. Okay. And this is doing 120 right now? Yeah. So we can kind of follow this over. This is the steel line. Only go on 120 belts because it's 120. It's going to hurt. And that's our steel I think I went over here in the last stream. But should we need steel components, this is where they will come from. Right? And looks like we're sinking. Yeah, we're sinking pretty much everything. Excellent. Look at that. I already won more ticket. Okay. So this is all steel. And this is using an iron node up there, which I think is pure also because it's running 1 miner. And this is running 100% efficient, right? So that's fine. This whole thing is going to get moved, though, because like I said, we're taking that coal. But we have all of these coal nodes over here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, right? So before I get crazy with this stuff, Let's kind of take a look. It's all kind of snaking over here. I could probably do these belts better, honestly. But we have this too. This is kind of like our emergency startup power. I'm not super happy with how this is maybe laid out over there, or just in general. It's very obviously boxy, and I'm not really doing much to beautify it. But here is kind of the setup, right? We got 3 with a 4th on standby water extractors for each set of 8. And if we go up here, we've got here. Let's make a lookout tower like right in the middle here. Is that logistics, right? No. Organization. Lookout tower. Here we go. No, I built it the wrong way. Whatever. So you'll see we kind of just have 8, 8, 8, and 8, right? And these are set up right now to take 120. 120 each, right? And so since those are 4 normal nodes, they're outputting 60, 60, 60, and 60, right? So those are 120, these are 120. 120, 120. What I'm going to do now is turn those from Mark 1 to Mark 2. Those should output 120 each. So that when I get down, it's going to hurt. No, I guess not. When I get down, I should be able to just do 1 line per. They'll just have to be 120 lines. And what's nice, this is already a 120 line. That's already a Mark II belt, right? I'll just be getting rid of one of like this merger right here. And then I'll have this line continue forward and just go into the floor holes which I don't think I've built yet. So it's really easy, right? These will just continue this way. I'll just mirror the water extractors on the other side. Boom, boom, set it up. We're good to go. So first, let's maybe update some of this. Right? Because we want kind of minimal. Oh, did I make that Mark III? I want a Mark II. There we go. And we'll make this Mark II. I want 4. I want E. There we go. We'll make that Mark II as well. Okay, so the outside ones we need to replace. So let's see. Let's just follow them, right? There's the outside one. I believe it's just this guy right here. Yeah. So I'm going to need, this is going to make one of those. We'll just do a little Mark II. We'll get rid of this. I think that's just literally hooked up. And then we'll just replace this. And like it literally couldn't be any easier. Although I think that box is in the middle. How do I do this? You know what? I don't need all this wire. All right, let me build that back. And we literally just power it up. Boom. All right, so that should be sending out 120 now. Boom. Okay. So then the left one is good. So let's follow the far right one, which I think comes all the way from the end. Of course, it's like the farthest possible distance. Let's get rid of this guy. Just like that. And we'll do Mark II. We'll hook it up. And then we will upgrade all the belts. No, I want Mark II. Maybe I should just upgrade all the belts. You know what I mean? I'll just upgrade everything. Never mind. I don't have enough reinforced iron plates on me. Back to upgrading what matters. Oh. Okay. It's not that big of a deal because I have them merged still. So we'll just run back and get more reinforced iron plates. Actually, let me go up. Traversability is something I really want to work on in this setup too. But like I said, I'm not super concerned with the aesthetics, because honestly, I'm so poorly practiced in that I legitimately have no idea how. I've been watching a lot of design stuff. I think the guy's name's like Fluxo. That dude makes crazy factories. They're amazing. That's the kind of stuff I like aspire to be. Let's just take everything, because I know we'll burn through it all. So much transit, man. It'll be nice to get this stuff all moved over too. Just because, you know, it's just like it's more production just kind of out of the way. Oh, didn't mean to jump that. What health? And that's another thing. When I get the power poles, because that's what I'm really looking forward to. All right, so let's do Mark II belts here. When I get those power towers, then I can just zip line around, you know? Okay, what do we got here? You're upgraded. You're upgraded. Okay, the whole thing should be upgraded. Should be nothing left that isn't upgraded. Let me check inside real quick. But I think those go straight to the... Let's see. They should go straight to the elevators. Yeah. Okay. So then I don't need this. That whole thing should be Mark II, right? See, that's the issue. You saw that thing in the middle, right? There was the small section that wasn't connected. Watch right here. That's kind of what happens when you connect the belts up. What is it? Oh, I think it's clipping with the power lines. Okay, so that should be fine on its own now. Like, I shouldn't see any difference in those. But what that did is that cleared up all the infrastructure. And they've got enough coal in them that we shouldn't even notice. Yeah. Okay. And I think, yeah, I've already got the power infrastructure in. Man. All right, so then now we'll do the logistics conveyor floor holes. And I like them, what, right there? Right? Yes. Okay. Nice. Nope. Let's see if I can get the hole. Guess not. All right, so it's just literally a matter of lining it all up. And this will be cool to do with blueprints. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. It's like when I get to doing blueprints, am I going to have a need for coal? You know? Maybe not. I don't know. All right, so let's make sure these are lined up. There we go. I don't know. I'm just kind of excited to use blueprints for like common things. And like trains and stuff. Never done trains. I've been watching a lot of train videos. Trains are by far the most intimidating aspect of this game. I don't even know where to start with trains, honestly. Okay, so we'll put that in. Man, this is like super easy though. This is a cool little design. You could honestly, I thought about making this in kind of like a, see, and again, this is all like stuff I would do with, if I was building it like artistically. You can make like a cascading type thing where you have the water getting pumped up high, and it you know, like have 4 floors of 8, and you just see the pipes kind of run down or something. I don't know. I don't really know. I guess that's something that I need to figure out in this game too, is like, what is my design style? What is my look, you know? I've kind of got that down in like a Fortress Craft, right? Kind of. My builds don't get too, I mean, I guess my season 1 Fortress Craft, I kind of went crazy with the castle there, but I don't really decorate too much. But I always think like, man, these aesthetic builds are just so good, you know? So we'll see. Yeah, that's good enough. And then, so I shouldn't need to worry about any of this. You know, once this is built, it's just done. I don't have to kind of touch. If I have to make fixes, that's all done down below. This infrastructure, as long as it's all in line, which it looks to be, then that's it, right? I'll even hook it all up so that I can just literally stay down below and just work on it from down there. But again, this is going to double our power capacity for now, which we're definitely going to need, because I think the next power source is fuel, right? Fuel, then turbo fuel, and then what? Nuclear, I guess. And then I think there's also like I don't really know the answer to this, to be honest, but I know there's different fuel sources, like the compacted coals of the world. I don't know if that gives you more power or if it just is more efficient in that it burns slower, right? Because if you look at one of these, there's a burn time, right? So by definition, if it burn, you know, this is a consumption per minute, right? So if this burns slower, it consumes less fuel per minute, right? Like mathematically, which means you can support more power with the same amount of fuel if it burns slower, right? The only problem is I don't know, right? Compacted. I don't know what the burn rate for this is. It doesn't tell me. So that's just something that we'll figure out, you know? And again, I don't know if this is going to become what I do with like the next stage of power, or if we move into fuel or whatever, right? So let's, you know what, while we're out here, ooh, land in the water. Let's get this stuff all. I want to get this part done so that I'm only having to work inside. I feel like I'm going to run out of belts though. or plates. But such is life. I guess I could hypothetically just use Mark IIIs. You know, that'd really be future proofing, huh? I got a ton of maybe I will just use Mark III. Because if I do that, then I don't ever have to worry about it out here. Like, using faster belts doesn't actually stop you from doing anything else. Like, it doesn't mess with your efficiency. At least I don't think. If you know that it does, let me know. Also, does this give me back my reinforced iron plates? I don't think so. I think I'm literally just overriding them. But whatever. I have so much steel, and it's literally right there, rather than going all the way back for the reinforced iron plates. It's fine. It's fine. And eventually we'll get Mark III miners. Oh, wait. Does it give me back? It does. Okay. That's interesting. I only need 4 of these. I know it's crazy that I just got rid of that, but it is what it is, you know. Sometimes it can't be helped. Yeah, see, like, it doesn't even care, man. Look at that. The coal just wants to run. It just wants to go. I feel like I got that one, right? Let's see. Let's get that. Let's get that. We'll come in here. We'll do a little of this. Look at that. Fast belts for everybody. I actually think it's super cool that it gives you back. It refunds your belt material cost. Yeah. I definitely had 145. Oh, man. Look, I'm short. All right. But that's why we did it, right? So we could just go right over here. I don't know what... For Mark III miners, I don't know if it, like, changes how much you... dang, I can only fit one? What is going on over here? Do I need that much? I have all that coal. I don't need that. I don't need that. You know what? I also don't need these. We only have time for steel. That's all we care about. We're in the industrial age now. We don't care about other such things. But yeah, so I don't know what the conversion is from Mark II to Mark III miners. Because I don't think I've ever built a Mark III miner in my life. So I don't know when you know, on a normal node, is it going to go from 120 at Mark II to 240 at Mark III? Does it just double again? Which would mean that what? If a Mark II miner on a pure node does 240, does that mean 480 on a Mark III miner on a pure node? These are all questions I have. And we may or may not solve that by the time update 1 comes out. Okay, you are Mark II. You are Mark I. So we're going to get rid of you. And we are going to trash this. Because we get one back. I should have thought about that, honestly. I did not think about that when I was planning this out. Mark II miner. Probably going to have to get rid of this and rebuild it. And I don't know where this is getting power from, but I assume it was right here. Okay, we'll get rid of that. And I'm going to get rid of one more. Call me crazy. And you should be outputting any... There we go. Okay. So I think that's the only Mark I left. So let's go ahead and get that replaced. Mark II miner. I'll get rid of that. And then we'll hook you up here. Now, what's our power situation? Okay, yeah. Look at that. We're creeping ever closer to that max limit, which is the whole reason we're working on this right now. I can't even add more machines up there, honestly. All right. Let's get rid of all that coal. Nice. Okay. Now we can work inside. You know? I got to figure out lighting in here too. I have those, but at nighttime, like that's just not enough. I've seen a lot of people use like the billboards for it, and I'll probably do that too. All right, so let's also upgrade these. I'm not going to touch these belts yet because it doesn't matter. Those will stick at 120. But you can kind of see what we're doing here, right? So the extractors go into a pipeline, right? It's very manifold style, right? They all fill up this pipeline. I've got pumps on each one. I think head lift wise, you get 10 meters, right? So it's like one. So we're going up 20. So I plopped a pump somewhere in the middle. It's doing fine. The belts run on the ceiling to splitters. And again, manifold all the way down. Are those in line? Am I tripping? Are these playing tricks on my mind? Is that right? Hold on. These definitely move. Oh man. Oh yeah, look, that's not straight. You know what? I can't worry about that right now. I can't. I have to keep building, and I don't like this either. My goodness. What was I doing here, man? I know I said this isn't going to be like an aesthetic build, but like, come on. I got to be doing something here, right? Okay, we'll take these. And, well, I guess I'll get rid of these. Right? Okay, and then I just need like these ones. Okay, so then now I can extend out the, you know what? I should probably do the foundations first, huh? So the water extractors are just sitting on the foundations so that it's, you know, just easier to line up. So we need to do that. So I guess we'll have them, here, let me start over here. I'm going to give myself a little bit of space here. I don't know. 5's probably fine. Dude, this zoop feature is amazing. It's so funny. When I watch Satisfactory videos now, you know, everyone's just using it. But, like, man, back in the day, you had to... back in the day, right? You had to, like, aim your mouse in a way where you could click it kind of repeatedly to build those giant foundations. And then people came out with mods that kind of let you just kind of like click and drag to build a kind of whatever size you wanted. It was crazy back in the day. All right, let's go about like that. I'm just building these kind of for future purposes. Okay, so 3. Okay. And then I'll just build this out to here. All right. Cool. Okay. So now I need to figure out by I think, well, I guess let me see, right? Because I have it set up. Is this centrally located? It is. Okay. So if I flip this, right, and I put it that way, and I just line these up. Now, this is the reason I'm using the foundations, right? Because that it gives you something to snap to. Like this. Because in theory, this, right, coming down just to the right of that foundation should roughly equate to... Oh, you know what? When I flipped these the other way, it moved the water hole. Let me think here. I can move this over. Here, let's get rid of this. Let's I'm gonna lock that in. This would need to be... I can't nudge this? That's crazy. Oh man, what do I want to do here? I guess... I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Here, let's just build this. The only difference comes when I'm doing this, right? Because these are going to be... Well, you know what? Let me build... Here, let me see how many foundations I have. So it's like 1, 2... 1, 2... Am I crazy? 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 in front of there, right? So it's basically 1, 2, 3, and then this is a wall. So this is a wall. Some would call it the back wall. And then I have walkways. Okay. So let me find this. So I was using these. Here, let me... Is that nudgeable? It is. Okay. All right. Yeah, that needs to nudge way over. I want it to be, I think, 2. So lined up, but 2 in front. Let's try that. And then we'll throw down a pipe. And see, like, that's off, right? So I'm going to instead put that right there. I think I have a pipe hot bar. Yeah, here we go. But that's off too. I don't like this. Let's think here. Hey, Captain Nemo, yeah. I know. I tend to go MIA every now and then, but, you know. I come back every now and then also. Is this at least... Okay, so left to right's not even good. All right, so let's try this. You know, maybe that was the issue. It still looks off. But it's lined up. Where is... No, it's off. Okay, so let's see. So this is literally in the middle of the foundation. Are these not the same? No, they are. They are. This is also in the middle of the foundation. Why is that off? Am I crazy? I feel crazy, man. Right in the middle. Yeah, that's the whole reason that I'm starting or doing this now because I haven't played this since, I don't know, like update 4 before trains. We'll put it that way, right? And I did not want to get to 1.0, start a whole new playthrough, and then try to figure everything out. You know, I kind of want to. Well, I mean, I guess there's gonna be story and stuff, so I don't know. I just wanted to. I've been itching to play this game again, so I figured I'd just stream it instead of making a whole series on it. But I can't wait for 1.0. I don't know how far I'm going to get into this playthrough before 1.0 comes out, but we'll see. Unless this fickleness of the pipe just drives me insane and I quit. I guess the real question is, can I just live with that? Hold on. I need like... I mean, okay, so that's at least straight. But like, is that right? Maybe that is right, and I'm just looking at it weird. I think I can live with that. Yeah, I think, well, I think I'm going to have to live with that. And then, so, I guess I'll kind of split the difference here, right? Between these two. Is that the right height? How high do I have these ones? I'm trying to just mirror what I have over here. But see, I have way more space over here. You know what I mean? The space between the pipe, the water extractor, and this. I think I have 4 foundations. 1, 2, 3. No, it's the same. 1, 2. Because that doesn't look quite as... I guess my other option to do this would be to flip this on this side. Right? So instead, put this... like there. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, yeah, it's too far. I'll have to do auto. Okay, so that's fine there. And then I get, like, I can move the... See, these are even overlap. Oh, but I guess... Okay, you know what? This is a little bit over, which is pushing this a little bit over. So, okay, so I think that's why the spacing is not quite the same. But if I do this, I'll kind of have to get rid of all that stuff. Let's see. Let's see if I can line this up. I hate that I can't... Okay, I can nudge it. All right. Why is it telling me I can nudge it if I can't nudge it? That's crazy. I'll need a... Oh, man. Maybe I just deal with this. Maybe I just live with it not being symmetrical. Is that where it was? Yeah, that's fine. Oh boy. The biggest thing that I'm worried about when it comes to this setup, right? If I do something like this, because we got to run the pipe, right? Arbitrary spot, of course. So right there. When I run this, I want to... Is that right? I'm going to have to put like a junction right here. Which isn't a big deal. Put one right there. I mean, maybe that's not a huge deal. Maybe it's just a matter of taste. And put one there. Get rid of that. And then I just... You don't like that? I mean, this can work, right? In a sense, this is just me being picky. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then I'll just kind of do this number. I get that that's kind of a funky shape, but at the same time, it's like this wasn't even made to be sitting on foundations or anything. All right. So now I have to, yeah, and that looks fine, I guess. So now we want to run the rest of these pipes, and then I'm gonna have to put the. These can nudge, right? Or hold on, what is it? H, right? Nice. Okay. So now I gotta line these up. Right there. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, right on the middle. It almost, I swear, it seems almost like these foundations on the floor and the ceiling are not lined up. But I know they are. You know what I mean? Like, look at that. God, I don't know. Maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. All right, we got those ones. You're in the middle. See? In all fairness, though, this is why I wanted to do the other stuff first, because then, no, you're supposed to be right here. Then I can spend all my time down here, agonizing over small things. Right? Is that is right in the middle, right in the middle, right in the middle, in the middle of that, in the middle of that, in the dead center, which is right here. Okay. You're on the right one. Okay. Oh, wait. I have two more to go. Okay. Right in the middle. And left side. Go auto. I think that'll be just dandy. All things considered, when this is done, the belt work should be simple. And then we just do this part. Yeah, we'll just say that works. Let's do that. Maybe I'll design this a different way when it comes time for 1.0. Because again, I'm just kind of throwing stuff together. And so I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time like making everything absolutely picture perfect. Okay, let's do that. Nope, nope. Go in there. You know, the fact that they're going in so quickly, it's kind of nice. All right, and then we'll do pipe or these guys. I'm trying to. What is that line lining up to? I wonder. Because I have those right there. I guess you'll never be able to tell, right? Let's put these back actually. I would like them to be close, you know. Let me see if I can get a landmark. So these are roughly a little bit higher than the bottom. Let's see. You know what? Let me get these going. Because these are a landmark as well. I could have definitely spaced this all out better. But again, if it works, I guess that's what really matters. So let's just do that. Right? There we go. If you press Control after like a certain, if you like kind of aim off, if you're in this fine tune area, it won't snap. But once you get a little out of it, it'll just snap it to the other ones. Just a little tip for those of you that don't know. There we go. Okay, so that should be that at least. We'll need to power it, obviously. And, oh, dang, I forgot I have a whole other side to do. Oh, man. The scale in this game, I swear. All right. Let's grab you. I'm glad that lined up. Look at that. Perfect. Nope, I want that. And then we'll just do this. Right? And then we never have to come down to that level again. All right, let's fill this in at least. Look at that. I guess I should, if I put a wall on here soon, it'll just darken everything. So we'll have to figure out the lights and all that stuff as well. But let's see here. So now we need to do the belt work. And for that, I'm just going to go like this. We're going to stick with the Mark II belt because it's only doing how far you can go. All right. And I might as well bring them both out. All right. And then that's going to come. How did I do it? I went on the inside of them. Okay. So let's go back to the other. Here we go. 4. We'll do Mark IIs. All right. So let's go to which side? Okay, so I'll do the middle one. Okay, so it'll be to the left. Although maybe I do it to the right. Let's see how that looks. What? I mean, it doesn't really matter. There is more space on this side, so maybe it makes more sense. And then we'll just take that belt. And the reason I'm going to hook the coal up now is the coal. What are these generators? They can start building up their interior coal reserve. Where do I even want to go? I want to go to about like here. There, yeah, come on. There we go. So they can build up their internal like reserve of coal while the power's not on. Which means that when the power does come on, I don't have to wait for it to kind of saturate itself. You know what I mean? Okay, hold on. Where? Okay, so right along that line. Is that right? Or is that slowly moving? No, that seems right. If I'm at the right angle. If you weren't here earlier, I found out that I slowly moved my... Here, I'll show you. Somehow, on this line, everything slowly curves. Or does it? Does that look like it curves to you guys? It seems like... I mean, it looks like it should be lined up. Well, that one's on the line. That one is not on the line. That one is not on the line, right? So it does curve. I can't get out from here. And the sad truth is that I can't fix it until I put my other power online. So, I guess we live with it. Right? Come on. You want to line up. Sometimes it snaps, sometimes it doesn't. I don't quite know what the trigger is for it. Like that. I don't, and I'm pushing control the whole time. You know? Okay, let's just look at it, I guess. Can I get that little piece? No. Mark II, there we go. So at least this will be working. And then it's literally just a matter of powering up the water extractors and the pumps, you know? So I'll just take you, bring you down to like here. And then we'll just I guess I want to go where every pump is, right? You know what? Maybe that's why I built this thing. Where? Let's get rid of this. I'll do that. Okay, I know that's not exactly how we want it. This works though. Aesthetically, right? And we'll just kind of connect this from each one. So we'll line them up with the pumps, but the goal, and we'll just get the water extractors into just whatever one works. Okay, and I'm getting to the end here. All right, there we go. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up, come on, that, and that, and how much do these take? I don't know how much the pumps take. 4, and those take up 20, so 24. How much power do I have? I need a power pole. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so I have enough. I have enough to at least get those pumps going on. So let's do it. Come on. Look, it'll all work out in the end, guys. Okay? The power will flow. And if we have to, we'll throw biomass burners on to give us that little boost that we need. Yes, yes. Okay, so now we go up and we check on our status. Are you pumping water? No. Are you pumping water? Is there water flowing? Do I have a flow indicator? Yes. Okay, so the pipe is full. What's the status of this pipe? I think it has to kind of go, you know, it's going to like fill up horizontally and then make its way up. But I think... Okay. Can't just arbitrarily grab a power pole, I guess. Look at that. We're technically over. Our max consumption is over. Our actual consumption is only 900 something. But like max consumption, 6.3 megawatts over what we can technically produce. Until those other ones come online. Crazy. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That means we're starting to get water going on. Yes. Yes. There we go. Look at that production. Look at... Yes. Let's see. Each one can do whatever 75 times 8 is. So 600. So we should have 1,800 max capacity. We're not quite there yet. Wait. Production 1,500? There we go. There we go. And the reason we're fluctuating is because the coal still has to get all the way down. In fact, we can just go take a look, right? The coal, the generators at the end are always going to be the last ones. So like this guy right here, but on that side, it's always going to be the one to have the least, right? Because it's the farthest down the line. But it really looks like it's just a water issue right now. Like the water just needs to make its way all the way down. That's our main factory, by the way, our starter one. Notice the offset grids. So that's another thing in 1.0 that I'm going to update for myself is align everything to the world grid so that when I'm making like long distance, I mean, not everything, right? But just in general when I can. Yeah, so all those over there are producing. I mean, we made 1,800 for a little bit. And this max capacity, the extra 145, or I guess 120 now, Production. Yeah, see. Okay. So we're technically... How much water does this guy have? Look, it just needs the water. Once it has enough water... See? Once everything down here fills up with the water... Like, this is probably full. Right? This one, getting full. So as each one fills up, that's when we're going to get all the power. But I think, so that extra 120, we have these biomass burners right over here. Those 4. That's like a, that's almost like the, you know how you can get like a battery, one of those automatic jump starters? That's what that is. That's what for this whole factory, this whole world, those 4 little biomass burners are like the jump starters. But one of the things I want to get is the battery technology, right? So when we're not using everything we're producing, we can throw it all into batteries. Bada bing, bada boom. Then we have stuff, you know? All right, so let's repeat the exact same process over here. Only we should have plenty of power. Like, we don't even need to think about worrying about it. In fact, even production-wise, ideally, I would love to have a 100% efficient factory. Meaning, every machine is running at max whatever capacity. And using, you know... So, everything's just like a straight line. 1, 2... Now, I'm not building the 4th one. I can. I'm just not going to yet. Like I did there. Because we don't need it. Once we need it, then I'll build it. You know what I mean? Sorry, just chatting over here a little bit. All right. Do I have everything I need? Plenty of copper sheets. I think that's all, really. Man, I'm burning through resources, though. Oh, man. All this just so that we can start building more stuff up there. God, it's crazy. All right. Luckily, we have a blueprint already. So we can just kind of follow the same... No, not that. There we go. All right, so we are on that line. Okay. We're good? No. That line. Okay, so you are right on this line. So like right there. I do like how it always seems to kind of just work out that things are either on that line in the middle of this, you know, how there's kind of like 3 sections. So you're kind of like in the middle, or you're on the line, or you're in the middle, you know. It works. Okay. Got you. You are just straight on the line. I don't know how that is going to work. That's the middle. Maybe that works. Let me see this. Yeah, see, what the hell? These autosaves at the worst times. It's crazy, too, because I've had GPU crashes playing this game. And, I mean, I'm on a 4080, right? So it's not like it's taxing on the GPU. But, I mean, I don't really know what's been going on. But it's been pretty stable. I've kind of run a few things, updated drivers and such. But I mean, it finally kind of figured itself out. Yeah, that looks right. But every time the autosave comes up, I get a little like worried that I'm gonna crash. All right, I think it's fine. Yeah. On the bright side about all this is once I've done this before, it's not difficult anymore, you know? Sure, it's repetitive, but it's not difficult. Can I jump up there? Nice. Okay, so this should all at least be in line. Look straight. Nice. And then we'll just need to... You know, if I really wanted to, I could connect all of these pipes into one big pipe. I don't really see... I mean, maybe I need a Mark II pipe for that, though. Or something like that. Okay. Because I know the Mark II pipes can do, what, 600? And these can do 300 max flow rate. Oh, I could flush the whole pipe network. Don't do it. It doesn't like me to be able to do the... Oh, wait. I need to be down here. I can't do my little slide jump. Okay, so you're right here. And we'll just start you arbitrarily right there. I'm just going to delete that anyway, so it doesn't really matter where it is. That's straight. Yes. I've definitely had these issues where I'm putting these pipes down and just, nope, just not straight at all. Okay, let's do this. We'll line these guys up. Maybe like that. Might be easier to do it from this side. No, it's definitely not. I mean, I guess as long as it's close, you know. Right, all right here. I'm excited to finally have the hold on, we want auto 2D, like assembler type stuff. So the modular frames, the rotors, I had some of that going before, but I did a whole factory redesign, and I'm kind of just going off of my stock or handcrafting. But like having it all just handy is so much better. You know, once it's all just automated. All right, and then we can just get rid of this. Boom. Did I do that over here? Yeah, I did. Okay, nice. Oh, let me get rid of the end. Let me get rid of this part. Nice. All right, so we'll do power. Oh, actually, we got to route the belts and stuff, huh? Let's make our walkway we'll take that. Should I figure out lighting right now? Should I save that for another day? What do you guys think? What? How? What the heck's going on here? How's that look? Straight. And the same. Nice. Let me go back. I'm gonna take this in that way. I don't know if I hooked up the back end. The power poles at the top. I'm gonna have to check that. Never deal with lighting. Yeah, I don't... like I said, I've never used it before. So I just kind of threw these down. But at night in here, it can get incredibly dark. You can see like I'm running around with my flashlight on. It gets so dark in here. But I've seen people use like... let's see... like these. Let's see, what's the biggest one? 2 meter square sign? Okay, maybe not that. Like billboards. Oh, you need to like put it on something. Here. I can't afford it. I don't have the quartz crystal. Okay. But basically you can like change the output of those things to just be light. And use them as colored lighting. And that's something else I want to do. You know, I need to figure out what my world's colors are going to be. You know, kind of what the theme is for my world. Like the base colors. And then paint everything. But then also, let's just go to... Are you in a straight line? But then also paint all the pipes to match what they are carrying, right? So like black for oil, blue for water, the different colors for all the different refinery byproducts. I like the idea of that. What's this then? Oh, we gotta put on these guys. Let's see, can I get... okay, nice. Get those pumps on. I don't know why I just stopped my my belt work to do water stuff, but you know, it is what it is. Come on. Doesn't want to snap. I'm just assuming those are snapping correctly. And we'll do these. Get rid of this. How's the game volume? I can't... I have no way of hearing my own output unless I go and listen to it. But then you'll hear it too. So I'm just assuming it's good. Or good enough. Alright, let's hook up these, because I don't think I hooked them up to power. Oh, I did hook... Look, I am so responsible, man. I'm such a good factory builder. Alright. So now it's literally just power. And I guess we'll just go from here. Game, not so much. Yeah. Very well. Wait, where is... Okay, it's literally in the middle there. Okay, so let's go... There. Here, let me bump up the volume and I'll just turn it down on my headset. Me super clear? Dang. That's good. All right, let's line these up again. I think that's fine. One day I'll get like a real streaming setup where I actually have different levels for everything instead of just hitting go live in a prayer. All right. Let's get those going. You know what I need to unlock too is the boombox. Because that lets you play music, which is sick. This game's got a pretty decent soundtrack. Alright, now we need the water pumps going. Streaming on a prayer. Yeah. It's my karaoke song. Okay. So now all of this should be running. Now I shouldn't need to do anything. And we should eventually have 2,400 megawatts production. But you can see we're dipping for some reason. But this will give us plenty of overhead. You see we're consuming less than 1,000. So this should give us, again, I mean, our max consumption is 1,300 right now if everything was running 100% efficiently, which it's not. But I wonder where the holdup, like where's the issue? All of our stuff is going. And we can go take a look at those generators. So we see red. I'm willing to bet the red is the water. Yeah. They've got coal. So that's not a problem. There just isn't water in the pipe yet. But it should go in time, right? All of these are running. If there's ever a capacity issue or a feeding issue, it's usually at the end. But I have built in fact, let me check this one. What's the efficiency on this one? 100%. So eventually, it produces enough to be fine. You know what I mean? It produces enough water to make it to the end. And you can see we've already got a couple of them going. Let's see what we got. Yeah, look at that. As they kind of kick on intermittently, we're going to get up to, what did I say, 2,400? As the water catches up. If I was using bigger pipes, like bigger control pipes, like the Mark IIs, I could probably... Ooh, lights control panel. That's also something that I want to check out. But if I was using the Mark II pipes, I could probably just make each row one pipe with 6 to 8 water tractors attached to it. I could even probably make it a little bit more streamlined and have the water out to one area. I had also thought about making like a giant, it would take a lot of pumps, right? But a giant water storage area, like somewhere up high, because the fluid in this game uses physics, like gravity and stuff like that. So, you know, it could be a little bit better. What is my, you know what I'm curious about? What is my delay? Because I feel like I have quite a delay. Let me see. Let me see where I am compared to what you guys are seeing. Let me see. Oh, I guess you're not too far behind. Yeah, you're not too far behind. We'll be fine. Alright. So now, that was basically an hour just to set up getting the power up. Alright. So now I want to do, and this power will kind of catch itself up as it goes through, and saturates all its lines. So now we can move our, well, I guess expand our assembler area, because that's kind of the whole reason I started this stream. Let's see, what do we got ticket wise? Oh, 4 tickets, not bad. All right, let's. How are we doing over here? Oh, if we're syncing cable, that means that we are full up top. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Let's check on this box over here. Slide. Okay, so you're good. And I guess you are next. Well, actually, do I need any of this? Coal? I want you. Do I have like no rods? I mean, that's fine, but yeah, let's get rid of you. All right. So again, like I was mentioning, this is the next milestone that I want, right? Modular frames, something we need to automate. Rotors, something we need to automate. All that stuff is assemblers. And if we go back to our line here, our giant factory over here, you'll see that we kind of have a, this is like a smelting line right here. So we have the irons up here up front, the copper's back there, right? That moves into a constructor line. Really, it kind of goes out and back. You guys may or may not have seen this, so I can kind of run through it a little bit. This is producing what I like to refer to and think about as kind of like base materials. In other words, items that are produced from bars, from ingots. So if it's ingot produced, it's almost like a base component, right? And we have a lot of this iron base components and the copper ones back here. So you see we're making, in fact, I have this. We're making copper sheets, wire, and cable up there, right? And that's copper on both sides here. So this is fully dedicated to copper with a couple other things coming in, right? This second row of constructors is items that use that use base metals or base materials, but are still made in assemblers, right? So this is concrete. Well, concrete I just threw here because I didn't have anywhere else to put it. But over here, I think we're making screws with rods. Or is this is just all limestone? Where am I making the screws and rods? Did I do that over here? Or is it just farther down? No, I'm making screws right here. Okay, these ones right here are screws. Right? And so we're having this stuff, again, this stuff, it's produced over there, hits these smart splitters. Right is storage and sink. Left is production, right? So it always prioritizes production, right? So right output, well, center output, it's not doing anything, right? Right output is where the production would be. I mean, I could say none, but it doesn't matter because I'm not putting bells there. So it's always going to prioritize the production. That means that any leftovers are then going to overflow. The overflow, once it gets down below, let's go down there real quick. The overflow, when it comes down, hits another series of smart splitters where that prioritizes go into our personal storage. So our, or I guess, yeah, it's ours. You know, it's a community storage. Community storage will get the priority from the production overflow. And only once the community storage is full will this stuff overflow into the awesome sinks to generate tickets for us. That's kind of the plan, or that's kind of the setup here. And you can see this isn't even the most efficient way of doing this, but I'm limited by the technology of my time, and I've only got Mark III belts. So as specifically these belts get faster, we can accommodate more resources in the sink. And I can also build more sinks as needed for handling all this logistics. But then you also notice that, again, so that's where the smart splitters are above, right? This is where all the production goes. So eventually what I need to do is, and I may have to do it on like a second level. So not that level right at the top, but one more down like that. I need to have some of this because this is, I think these are rods right here, right? Rods going into there. You know, there might be times where I need to split that and come over to this line. This is the assembler line. So that's what we're going to work on now. Right now, I think the only thing I have set up for assemblers is the, let's see what I got. Sheets, copper. Well, I don't even have anything. Why do I not have? Oh, I think these were just already on the belts, right? So I need to go over here, find the iron sheet, which is this one, connect it to this one. What I want to do is keep the same, like ideally, I can follow a line here and basically know that every single production line, because they're all going to go that way. The first one would be the iron plates, and then the rods and screws and so on and so forth, right? That would be the goal, because this now also needs wire, right? So wire is the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that should be wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just build these. Right? They may not be used in this line. So part of me is wondering, like, should I even build them if I'm not going to use them? But I don't see why not, you know? Right now, these are slated to go up to this level, right? And these are going to go around. These are reinforced iron plates, and these are going to join the bus back over here. Right at that top level. So that's just going to expand us out even higher. You know what I mean? Which is fine because we've kind of built in some space over here. I could also do something where I like 90-degree offset, so I don't have to quite come out this far, but we'll see how that kind of works, right? I can also have a second line or something, or have the more advanced stuff jump off right here or something. I don't know. This belt can get kind of high because, again, some of this stuff is circling back around because it's going to be used as components in something else, right? So here, for the reinforced iron plates, we're using an alternate recipe with plates and wire for reinforced iron plates. But if we go a little bit farther down and look at some of this other stuff, like these are all reinforced iron plates. Rotors, iron rods, and screws. So we're going to need to bring those in. But if I were to look at another recipe, right, if I'm going to start making bolted frames or modular frames, right, well, that's reinforced iron plates and either rods or screws. So we're just going to need to get, we need those reinforced iron plates that we're making in this assembler line as an input over here. So that's kind of why we're circling things around, I guess. Encased industrial beams is another one, right? Encased. This is the recipe we have right now, which is steel and concrete. But eventually that's like pipes, right? So we're going to need to make steel. We're going to, So it's just a lot of logistics, right? That is the name of this game. And this is a starter base, right? It's not supposed to be pretty. It's not supposed to be super aesthetic or super efficient. But I still want to try. And geez, at night you can really see where all those power slugs are, right? Like there's one. There's one. I don't know what that is. Is that one? Yeah, that looks like one. Looks like one to me. There's one up there. So yeah. So now what we have to do is I think I need to get that stuff hooked up here. And then in addition, run that, oh geez. Assemblers make us 3 main things though, right? It makes us rotors. It makes us, oh geez. So let's see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things for now. So that bus over there could conceivably get, although, you know what? Maybe not. Here's what I'm thinking. If this, so the motor needs stators and rotors. Okay. That would mean that the rotors should go back around. But like nothing else is using encased industrial beams or quick wire or AI limiters as an input, right? So like the reason we're sending reinforced iron plates back into the line is because we need them here and here. So that makes sense. But when we make motors aren't used by assemblers. At least not with any of the recipes I have. Which means they don't need to go on these lines right here back. They can go the opposite direction. They can go that way and become part of the supply for the next round. Hopefully that makes sense. For now, I want to get, I guess I need to get that hooked up, these lines over here, so that I can then start this production back up. I need to hook those reinforced iron plates back up to our storage. So let's do that. Let's start with our reinforced iron plates, which are right here. We'll get those going back to our storage. Because I'm only going to stream for maybe about another 20 or 30 minutes. So I want to kind of knock a couple of these things out. Let's go up. A couple more there. Let's do this. I guess I could probably just zoop, huh? And then I think the last one is right there. Then we're going to want floor holes. Put a couple more floor holes down. I think only 3 more. And of course, this is not even considering us taking our quartz factory over there, our let's see here, Caterium or sulfur nodes. That might just be something I build in the area of that. I don't know what's in this crate or this crate. Probably my dead bodies. But yeah, I'm undecided if I want to bring that all over here and incorporate it. So we're not going to make that decision right now, but just know that it is a decision that has to get made at some point. All right, so let's get this hooked up. One thing I'm not super stoked about, and it's something I've been kind of messing around with in my mind, is the layout of the downstairs. I'm not sure that I like it, but at the same time, I'm also not sure that I want to spend the time to rebuild it, right? Okay, so we'll, you know what, let me build, how many, I can build, you know what, I think I can only do one right now. So left, we want overflow, right, any. Boom. And then we'll take this, nope, we'll take that, and go right in. And then we'll take these, we'll reverse it, 1, 2, that's how you get the spacing for those. One, two. All right, and then we'll just hook those up. What's nice is the reinforced iron plates, once they're overflowing, I want to get them overflowing kind of quick and hook them up to there because, well, they're not even producing right now, but they'll be worth more points for tickets. It's all about the points, you know? Okay, so this is kind of what I was talking about. These are existing on levels right now to kind of line up with this. And I'm making a little board here to show which hole is taking what material, right? So if I'm following my kind of guide here, we should be hitting that middle hole with the reinforced iron plates that are somewhere over there, which are going to be right there. So, I mean, I guess I just don't know how much I like it, right? In fact, I think, well, let's do 1, 2, 3. I think maybe this is some of the issue too. I have all these. I could get rid of all these poles from an aesthetics point of view. Should I just do all this now? 1, 2. 1, 2. I don't know. Maybe I'll just stick to what I'm doing. Because I'm also... I need another smart splitter down here. And I've only got enough to make 2 more smart splitters. So maybe I just won't worry about it. But then there's always... Right? These. And I feel like I did this backwards. Yeah, I feel like I did this backwards. I mean, unless what I do, because I need that line to come out this way. So, how can I do this? I'll do this number, and I'm also running out of space. Yeah, I didn't really think this through very hard. Maybe at this point, I come from the ceiling. You know what I mean? Because I need to get this, that one, over to there. Where do I need to go with this? Okay, I've got that laid out. I need to go... right there? No. No, what am I doing? I need to, yeah, I need to be right here, but over to, and then back to, right? Because that will line up here. Yes. And so ultimately, that right there, right? That needs to hit here ultimately. So, okay, I guess I'll just have to do this. Do what I was doing before. See if I can get it. Hope I have the right one. At least it knows where it wants to go. That's a plus. Do that. Okay. So that's the idea. Right? And then I probably could have made these a little bit tighter, but I mean the sinks are already touching. So then now what I would need to do is get that line split off. Maybe if I split it right there, I can kind of come straight in. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know, like that. Do we like that? I guess we're about to find out, huh? Yeah, so it's like, it's not over enough. And this is kind of the whole thing I was talking about with not being a big fan of the downstairs. But I'm also not so crazy that I'm going to try to redo it all. I want to go, all right, 1, 2. I'm going to go on this level. And I want one of these. So we're just going to come over. How's that? That's middle. But you know what? I was going to turn it, but I guess I don't need to. So we'll just go... Just go straight. One more. We'll do that. And then like that. Now, I need to get up to that splitter, though, and configure it. So I guess that's one reason why these are okay. Okay, so center output, right output overflow. Oh, nice. Now, that's going to basically drain that line, which is fine for now, because I don't have anything producing up there. And I don't have the storage hooked up. So let's do that real quick. Because even though I have quite a bit of these, I don't want to just necessarily throw them away until I'm all full. So we got to come over here. We know that these are going to be right there. Put that right there. And we want to line up with this. Let me slide into this. Okay, let's see here. So this is the middle, right? I should have built all this infrastructure before I started filling it up, but you know what? Okay, okay. So that's just for lining up purposes. Right? That's where that should be. No, I lied. This should be 1, 2. That's where that should be. I can't afford. I'm so poor I can't afford the iron rods it takes to build these. The reason that should be there. God, I need to build like a catwalk or something. So that should go right in there cleanly. Stop, stop. Oh, I didn't build it back far enough. Just kidding. That shouldn't affect that one. Nice. So I'm probably just going to... Well, you know what? Let me go get some rods. Because I've only got about 15 minutes left before I cut the stream. I can at least get that third line set up. Oh, you know what? What all do I need? What all do I need? To build AI limiters. Okay, let's just knock out 6 real quick. I have a little bit of quick wire in a box over on the ground. But I shouldn't need too much, right? And then let me grab... okay, first let me grab rods. Can't believe I ran out of rods. Iron rods. Just a cool... let me grab a couple more of these. Screws, copper plates, wire, cable, concrete. This is now reinforced iron plates. Boom. Reinforced iron plates. That's good enough. I don't mind that. Okay, and then we have rotors. Down here. I think it's this one. Yep. Okay, so now I should be able to at least hook up this last one. See, this is me being smart and planning ahead. Save myself the heartache. All right, so Move that over one. Right, so that's there, but it really wants to be here. See, it loves it. Okay, so there's nothing hooked up to that yet, because we're not making anything else yet. But now I need to make... Let's actually make reinforced iron plates, and that uses what? Screws? Wire. Okay, and wire is number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we should probably hook that stuff up. See if we can make that the last thing we do, and then yeah. Okay, so that's plates. So maybe this is what I'll do. I'm gonna set up a line right there. I'm gonna put them all 2 down. Right? That is rods. I can't just have rods go in there, right? Let's see here. I'm gonna need to split that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six, but then it's really 7. No. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Wait. 8, right? 1, 2, 9, 10. 9. And that one couldn't get with the program, man. This one either. Okay, you know what? Let's see if this makes it easier. Little bit, little bit. Let's do this at least. Remember, every 2 clicks is 1 kind of belt height level. I almost feel like I should have used like a lookout tower. Ow. And then yeah, we're going to get rid of this for now. I feel so productive. And then just like that. Hopefully we're getting on the bottom. Yeah, we are. Now, why are you going to do that? You know I don't want to go on the top. It'd almost be cool if you could set like a Z-axis, like a depth axis. Okay, I don't think I have more than 6. Right? But I will have reinforced iron plates. I still don't think there's any there yet. Okay, now I gotta think to myself, did I just screw myself over? Because I need to get the rods to there. Right? How am I going to do that? I can make a... Let's see here. I assume that the smart splitter works like a regular splitter if I have the same thing. So what I can maybe do is put a floor hole right here, because it's only rods that are getting used in this second constructor line. Right? It's only rods getting used over here in this one. So if I take a floor hole and I put it right here, this one, then if these two are both any, in theory it should just split it regularly, right? So then I can just connect this to that on the first level and this to that on the second level. Hopefully that will make it work. We're going to find out, though. Because I literally don't know. Okay, you're out, you're in. That looks good. That looks good. Okay. And then these... like, I may end up getting rid of these. Some of them. But at least I'll have them available. You know what I mean? So if I go back, like, not all of that, I mean, maybe some of it or all of it will be used in the assembler line, but not all of it will be. Okay, but now I can see, right? I have rods, I have plates, screws, all my things, right? So I need you here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. I'm going to line this up. There. That should be right in line, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you've seen me do this before, you'll kind of know what I'm doing. But essentially, I don't need it to be snapped on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I am using these as spacing. Since my wire is level 5, I'm just using this to get up to level 5. Dang, I got all these? Three, 4, 5. But then I'm going to get rid of all the middle ones. And because I didn't snap them to the belt, it shouldn't affect the belt at all below it. But the thought is that I can do this all the way down with each of my assemblers and only take the wire for our stitched iron plates. Okay, and then we just want to hook this back up. And I guess the key for me is that as long as I have everything in the right line, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, we should start to see our production like we expect. You should see this go to yellow eventually, or... yeah, red means they don't have enough of something. Are they hooked up to power? No power. Okay. So maybe we'll let that kind of go. But you can see it's already filling up a bunch. So power's right here. I think I'm going to hook up these power lines while I'm at it. Since I'm saving myself some trouble in the future. Yes, yes. Okay. And then where do I have... I mean, I have power everywhere, but where do I have it over here? You know what? Looks like I'm about to have it, right? Dang, that's almost there. Good enough for government work. All right, and we have green. Look at that. We're all green. We should be seeing some stuff getting produced. I mean, this isn't the fastest thing. Just to temper expectations here. But look at that. 5? Okay, so now I'm going to need to do math, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 point... Oh, what was it? 5.625. 5.625 times 6. 33 3/4. So 33.75 reinforced iron plates per minute. Remember that. 33.75. Which, if we go over here, we can go to our little signs here. I don't know. I didn't want to jump off there. I don't have my quartz crystal. All right, I'll have to get that afterwards. But we should start to see our first reinforced iron plates. Either going there or going there. Oh yeah, look. And they'll basically never back up on this belt. But we have to have made some. I just want to see them going before I stop the stream. Just one of these needs to work. Why is that backwards? Maybe that's why. But I didn't go from here to here. Yes. Yes. Can we intercept them? There we go. Now we got reinforced iron plates, smelting or crafting again, and going to storage, and sinking when we don't need them. And 33 a minute, that's not terrible. One thing we can do is definitely expand if we need to. But I'm pretty happy. I think I'm going to expand this guy down. It's not my best work, but it is work. We've got... Look at that. 160. So, I didn't even get to... work on assemblers and all that stuff, but on modular frames and that. But pretty good stream. We doubled our power. We should be at like 2,400 power now. As I fell. Let's see, I have a power pole right here. So 2,400 power production, right? Fully maxed out coal power plant. We got this. We at least got some of these outputs hooked up over here to our soon-to-be assembler line, so we can start modular frames next stream, rotors, stators, all that kind of stuff, right? And then we can start progressing through some of these tiers. So with that, thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll be streaming, I don't know, tomorrow, the day after, one of these 2 days. But yeah, thank you all so much, and we'll see you in the next one.